Last week I talked a lot about the negativity that happens around this time of year. The increased domestic violence and child abuse, and then the fights in the mall parking lot over parking spots, and all the petty BS that happens at this time of year that just taints it. It just makes it less fun, especially in 911, where you're trying to help people. And I remembered that there is one thing that made the holidays more fun, and that was generosity. You hear such great stories of how people reach out to help other people, especially children, at this time of year, to try to make sure that every child knows that they're loved. And sometimes we believe, a lot of times we believe that gift giving is one way of showing love. And so we try to make sure that children have gifts. One of the departments I worked with partnered with Toys for Tots every year that I was there. I don't know if they still do it. I'm lost touch. But we would come together and buy toys for kids. And one year I got the cards for my daughters to participate too. I realized that they were of an age where they could benefit from maybe being generous. And so we went shopping together, and my youngest was 8 years old at the time, and Eleanor had picked out a beautiful doll for her person she was giving a gift to. Now, I talked to Eleanor on the phone and asked her about what she remembers. She's 40 now, so this has been a hot minute ago. And she remembers how good it felt to be able to give this gift, to be able to choose something that she really wanted and give it to someone else. That wonderful feeling of helping somebody that you don't know who they are, you don't know their circumstance, and they're likely never to know you. You may never interact with that person in your life other than this tiny little gift. Well, in my research on compassion fatigue, it's very clear that the counterbalance to compassion fatigue, that negativity that draws us down and draws us down and draws us down, and it makes it harder and harder and harder to be light and to enjoy our lives. The counterbalance to that is compassion satisfaction. Compassion satisfaction is that feeling Eleanor talked about, how it feels so good to be able to help someone that isn't going to be able to reciprocate. And it turns out that humans are hardwired to feel good when we help someone. And there's something special about being able to help someone anonymously, somebody, and have them not know who to thank and to hold that secret. And my goodness, in 911, don't you get to do that every single day? You get to help people who are never going to be able to reciprocate, or it's not likely they'll ever be able to reciprocate. It's very unusual for people to seek out the dispatcher who helped them. It does happen. We see that. And sometimes quirky things happen. I've heard tales of dispatchers who helped deliver babies who met the mother and child. But that's not our day-to-day. In my years in the headset, I probably helped thousands of people and did not know them. So that compassion satisfaction is that feel good that we get when we help somebody, and it's boosted when we help somebody who cannot reciprocate. So we lose touch with that because the negativity seems to paint over it. And I don't know about you, but when I was in the headset, there was so much to get done that I invariably missed something or made a mistake somewhere or just screwed up. And so I spent a lot of energy in my mind beating myself up, just berating myself for being less than perfect. And I don't know if you do that, but if you do, that's something we want to work on. That's something we don't want to do to ourselves. We got to do the best we can and let it go. But compassion satisfaction, we can build a habit of compassion satisfaction. Now let me tell you how. So the first thing that you need to do is notice when you've helped someone. Just make a note, write it down. Write down enough words that you can remember. Like, lady needed the phone number to the utilities department. Something like that, where, you help somebody and they appreciate it. And then as you get to the end of your day, I want you to write out full sentences, at least 3 times, 3 different things that you've done that day to help people. Because you've done something that day that helps people. It's the nature of the work you have. We just have to pay attention to it. And then when you have your silent time, I want you to read over the things that you did and feel it in your body. Because that compassion satisfaction has a certain feeling within us that, for me, I feel kind of warm around my heart and kind of settled. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels a certain way. So I want you to feel it and do that for as long as you can maintain the feeling. And see over time, a week or 2, if you do that every day, how much it makes you better able to enjoy your life, better able to enjoy this season, better able to enjoy the privilege you have of really helping people who likely will never be able to thank you, will never know that it was you. Now, if this is hard for you to do and you need help with how to incorporate this into your life, pay attention to these videos, because there's an announcement coming soon and you'll have an opportunity to work with me. Or I'll have an opportunity to work with you.